Hey guys, and welcome back to Pro Speed Baseball. Today we have the current league leader in home runs and RBIs, Jose Abreu, and we're going to show you how he gets that massive extension through the ball and what getting through the ball actually means. Let's go ahead and get started. Now, the biggest misconception of getting extension is thinking we have to get our arms fully extended, meaning that from our shoulder to our wrist would be a straight line, and we want to get that extension at contact. Now, this is what most people teach when they teach extension. Their arms would be along these straight lines. Now, if we see, I've taken Abreu to contact, and we can see that both of his arms are clearly bent. And what he's doing, he's actually making contact with the ball. We can see the shadow of the ball right here. It's actually already gone, and his arms are still bent. What he's doing is he's making contact during extension. So his arms are beginning to extend and release that bat lag, but he's already made contact, and now he begins to extend the arms and gets that nice straight line from his right shoulder out to his bat. That's when the extension happens, not at contact. If we start trying to get extension at contact, we're going to end up doing what we call casting. That's the most common thing that goes wrong when we're trying to get extension. And casting is just this. If we take a look at Abreu's hands, if he were to cast, he were to take his hands out over the plate, and then that would actually put his hand somewhere in this area, and then the bat would be out here. So, excuse my drawing, but this would be the barrel right in this area. And now we'd actually have to swing to the left to get any kind of power on the ball. And this leads to being a big one-pitch hitter. We can probably hit some pretty hard balls if they're all put right over the middle in part of the plate. But if we start getting pitches out over the plate and we try to cast our hands out here and then bring the barrel back around to hit this ball, we're looking into some really weak pulled ground balls. And then if we get some on the inner half of the plate, we're looking at yanking some foul. We might hit them hard foul, but we're not going to be very consistent in getting balls in play. And when we get a good pitch to hit, guys, we're going to want to hit it good, and we're going to want to hit it hard. So by learning how to not cast our hands, we'll be able to get that barrel through the zone and hit them hard where they're pitched. Now, the best way to avoid casting is to do one of two things. What we're going to do is we're first going to relax the hands, and we're going to let this barrel drag behind our hands just a little bit. So let's take Abreu down to his attack motion, and we can see that his hands are right here, and his barrel is now lagging behind his hands. The second big thing is to keep our hands closer to our body. So if we look from a face-on view, we can see that Abreu keeps his hands nice and close to his body the whole time. And as he's coming through, we can see his hands appear, and he hasn't gained a whole lot of distance. Granted, this is an inside pitch, but we're not going to get much further away from our body throughout the swing. Now, the reason we do the relax the hands, you're thinking like, well, okay, I can just keep my hands close to my body. We can actually still cast and keep our hands close to our body. It's going to be a much weaker swing. But if we get this nice bat lag, we can see it right here that his hands have started going forward and the bat is lagging behind his hands. If we can get that bat lag, that's going to keep the barrel of the bat and our hands inside the ball, which you hear preach so much, stay inside the ball, stay inside the ball. This is the essence of how we do that. We keep those hands closer into our body, and we let that bat lag happen by relaxing our hands. Now, guys, a great drill you can do on your own at home is get on a tee, and what you're going to do is you're going to set this up to where you're going to take a stride, and wherever your stride foot lands, you're going to set up your tee right here, and what we're going to do is you're going to go slow motion into this ball, making sure that you're letting this barrel lag behind the hands, and you're going to go slow motion all the way to contact, and you should be in a nice bent arm position like you see Abreu in right here. And what you're going to do from here is you're just going to put the bat on the ball, you're going to place the bat on the ball, and you're going to push through to extension to make sure these balls are going up the middle of the cage. And you're going to do a couple hundred repetitions of these guys, or at least 100, to make sure you get a good feeling of proper extension through the ball. And this is what getting through the ball feels like. This is when we're talking about, hey, let's get through the ball. This is what it is. We are getting our barrel through the ball from a nice bat lag position. So the bat's going to lag, and it's going to release through the ball. Do this, guys. Go ahead and do a couple hundred repetitions and work your way up to a full swing. And if you look in the background, guys, if you get this going, you're going to start turning heads like Abreu. Check out that crowd in the back. As soon as he hits, we're going to turn heads like Abreu, guys. Now, if you guys like this video and you want to learn some more tips that's going to help you turn heads like Abreu, go ahead and click on the link that's popping up right now and subscribe. Plus, one this video on Google and leave your questions and comments below. Thanks, guys, for watching. Go out there, swing hard, and I'll see y'all soon.